Hey guys, Professor Bell Comic Book University and Spider-Man and the League of Realms, issue number 1 of 3, mind you. This is a War of Realms tie-in book. Oh, hells to the yes. This was a really, really fun book. This is not a book that you should pass up when you're on your way to the comic book store, brah. Okay, so this is Spider-Man and the League of Realms, Why We Fight, part 1 of 3. You should probably read issue number 3 and 4, issue number 4 of War of Realms before you read this. War of Realms issue 4 did come out the same week as this. Either way, written by Sean Ryan. Nico Leon did the illustrations, colors by Carlos Lopez, lettered by VC's Joe Caramagna, and Ken Lashley and Brian Reber did the cover art. Cully Hamner and Maury Hollowell did the variant cover art. All right, so we kind of jump in on the deep end. Spider-Man and a whole bunch of other people we've never heard of before, including a White Wolf ripoff that might as well have been called Pink Wolf because, what the frig, man? His real name is Roe. Whatever. He's a Veneer from Vanaheim. I love that particular world is being expanded upon because in actual Norse mythology, while the Veneer did exist, nobody really knew anything about them except that they were the old gods. They were the gods that existed before the new gods came in. Interesting. What happens? Spider-Man is chosen. Later on, we're shown that Spider-Man is in fact chosen by Thor to basically, sorry, in my head I'm thinking to myself, this is when Thor showed up at the very end of War of Realms issue number 4. So immediately after that, this book takes place. So he's like, hey, listen, I need you to go on this mission, and I need you to lead the mission. It's like, yeah, but, I'm not a warrior. I'm not I'm a fighter and all that stuff, but I don't kill people. I'm more of a nice guy than anything else. I'm your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, not your wartime Spider-Man. Thor says, yeah, that's exactly what we need here. It's funny, Thor is starting to act a lot more like Captain America than I've ever seen him act like before. I'm okay with that. I guess he just knows something that the rest of us don't know. Spider-Man does actually wind up being the perfect choice for this. You'd think like, oh, it's behind the enemy lines kind of thing. The Punisher is absolutely the right person to send in for this. No. Spider-Man really was the right person to send in because he found a way. All these badass soldiers all over the place, man. Including, like, that dwarf had to have been my favorite because he's just, every single line that comes out of his mouth, I stop and I start laughing. Stroking my beard and all that. Like, he's a good dwarf. I'm too tall. I'm like a crossbreed between a tall elf and a bearded dwarf. Anyway, there's a part in here where the elf is like, hey, yeah, that putty, that sticky silk stuff that's coming out of your thing, I'm shooting people and bow and arrow people and slicing people. Everybody, we're killing these bad guys here. I don't see your webs actually killing anybody. Are they working the right way? It's like, yeah, I'm not here to kill people, man. Like, he just felt so out of place until the end, where you realize why Thor chose him for this adventure, for this mission. This was good, man. This was really good writing all around. This felt like a good Spider-Man story. Great introduction for these other characters. I hope that they make it, because I wouldn't mind seeing these guys again, in some other book at some point. We'll see. Issue 3, man. We'll see. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it. Definitely go and grab this book. I think you're going to, if you're a Spider-Man fan, forget about it. This is undeniably a really great Spider-Man story. You'll enjoy it with a couple other characters peppered into it. All right, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.